How much I care, how much I've grown. We were just kids under porch lights. Didn't know time disappeared like that. My bad, could've done better. That's life, I guess. I see the sun setting, quit life standing. I don't wanna die, I'm still not ready. Thought I have a home full of riches and stories. Thought I'd be at peace, tell my friends I'm sorry. I see the sun setting, quit life standing. Holes in the walls of the house I'm dwelling. Wasting my years with liars and losers. My last wish is I wish that I knew sooner.
Okay, so what's up guys, welcome back to West Wild World. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. My girlfriend's nails are actually quite nice, didn't notice that today. But we have a lot of cleaning to do, so I'm just going to hop right into it. But just before that, I want to say thank you for all the love and support in the recent videos. Gained like 50 subscribers in the last two videos that I posted, and got quite a few views on my clickbait video where I got bit by a mole snake. But I'm going to start with this Euro coin, as my girlfriend calls it. It's difficult for you guys to see, but he is a very much dickhead of a snake. You can see him chilling there in the corner, one of my favorite rattlesnakes in the world. But you will see why I call him a dickhead. As soon as I touch him, he will start flying everywhere like the absolute bastard he is. He's an absolute dick to try and get out, hates being touched, and obviously he is a pit viper, so his strikes are deadly accurate. And yeah, so a whole combination of things. So I double hook him most of the time, but I also don't like double hooking because you have almost no control over the animal, as you can see, because he can come back up at me in a matter of seconds. But I need to clean out his enclosure. He's been doing a lot better since I got him. He's gained a lot of weight. Also going to offer him some food a little bit later today. But yeah, the European rattlesnake is endemic to Venezuela. What endemic means is that it is only found there. So yeah, it's only found in a small sub-savanna. I think it's a tropical climate. But yeah, they have a neurotoxic venom instead of a normal hemotoxic venom of the normal Crotalus species. But yeah, he's a gorgeous animal. Check it out. Big boy as well. Need to handle him a little bit more, and you can see that I'm shaking because this hook is a little bit too long, and it makes it very, very difficult to handle the heavy-bodied animals very well. But yeah, I'm just going to spray him down and clean up his enclosure, and I'll get back to you guys ASAP. Okay, so Red Bull, sponsor me, please. Please. Fucking nice. Especially this Juneberry. Fucking amazing. Also, it gives me energy to deal with these fucking snakes when I'm a little bit tired. Good job. He said me. Yeah. The Eurocone has just drunk in here, so I'm going to be extra careful with him so he doesn't regurge his water, which is extraordinarily difficult when he hates to be touched. So I'm not going to spend too much time with him, but you guys can check how beautiful he is. He's absolutely stunning. Again, favorite rattlesnake species. And what differentiates them from other South American rattlesnakes is that they don't actually have any patterning down them. I'll show you my neotropical rattler after this, and you guys can see there's no diamonds, no stripes, no nothing. It's almost like a cookies and cream patterning, like a polka dot patterning down him. I'm just going to close this, and then you can check up there. You guys can see that this neotropical, also South American rattlesnake, has a stripe down him, and then also diamonds. I think they call it a variated pattern or variegated, I can't fucking remember, but yeah, so it's awesome rattlesnake species. And yeah, I'm just going to move on to some other snakes, probably my Chinese sharp-nosed vipers. I need to clean the Copperhead, need to clean the brown house snakes, need to clean the sassy red tail, and I think that's it, but I'll check you guys when I do that. Okay, so next up, you guys haven't seen these guys for a while because they've been in a brumation-like state. They've been with food, didn't have to clean their enclosure or anything like that, but I need to clean out their water bowl But these are the Chinese sharp-nosed vipers. They're called baby bowthrops by snake handlers, or 100 pacer. They actually look like they are quite hungry, so I might offer them a food meal after this. Have to be very careful with that one at the back. But yeah, this is my female. She's absolutely gorgeous. She's grown like a little weed, obviously not through our winter. They haven't lost any weight through our winter, which is very surprising. They've been off food for about 3 or 4 months now, and they literally look exactly the same. These guys are pit vipers, and they are called Chinese sharp-nosed vipers, obviously because of that upturned rostral scale on the front of the nose. Does look like he has a little bit of stuck shed on the top of his eye, but I'm not going to worry too much about it because the eye cap is off. But yeah, I just need to clean out their water bowl, and they were right by their water bowl, so I couldn't just grab it out. It's always a good thing to only do maintenance or service on an animal's enclosure when they are out, especially with venomous snakes. Non-venomous doesn't really matter. If you take a bite, you're not going to die, but with these guys, they have a nickname of 100 pacer. Well, because the myth around it is if you get bit, you only have 100 paces left to live. But yeah, I'm going to get it in the bin, and then I'm going to get the not so nice partner out. Okay, so as you can see, I'm on like a face-to-face, face-off, like a boxer with this fucking Chinese sharp-nosed viper here. This one is the pussy one, and what's actually incredible is that he can actually tag me on my nose if I didn't move, if he struck at me. They have a full body length strike, or strike range. So yeah, I have to be very careful. They're also very sensitive to heat. As I mentioned, they are pit vipers, so my voice, not my voice, but when I'm speaking, I exhale hot air, and he can pick that up. And especially if I blow hot air onto those heat pits, because they are so sensitive, it will more than likely cause them to strike out. But let's get him out and see how he's doing today. I'm lucky enough to not have that temperamental of these guys. Apparently they usually are little firecrackers. That's why they're called baby bowthrops, because they usually just spring everywhere. They literally are like pogo sticks with fangs. But check how gorgeous that animal is. I'm not going to spend too much time because I might want to offer them food, so I don't want to stress him out too much. But let's get him in the bin and clean up the enclosure. Sorry. Okay, so I've just cleaned up their water, basically did nothing else in their enclosure. So I don't want to spend, again, too much time with them because they looked a little bit food motivated when I opened up that glass, and they haven't been interested in food at all recently. So yeah, don't want to spend too much time, and he's going to try and bite my hand. This is the male that is a bit pissy. So let's get you, this is quite a predicament. So you can get to my hand over here very easily. He's still striking my hand. I didn't want to drop the snake. I would actually rather take a bite than drop my snake. So yeah, it was a bit close for comfort. As soon as he saw my hand move, he went back into a strike position. But yeah, we're all good. Have the reflexes of a cat and the lives of a cat. So don't worry about me, brothers and sisters. Just might melt away my bones, that's all. They have a very, I think it's mitotoxic, hemotoxic, and cytotoxic venom. So they have a very potent cell-destroying venom. So if you get bit, it just eats away at literally everything. Not a very fun bite. So these guys will not only kill you, but it would suck the whole time that they are killing you. So yeah, even at this size, I'm pretty sure if he tagged me and I didn't get medical treatment, he would still put me down. But just gonna get it in. There's some clean water for you. These guys love to soak. Never knew that, but yeah, they're gonna go in there. Not gonna smell anything new because I didn't change anything else. I just changed out the water. But yeah, gonna move on to some other snakes real quick and hopefully not be that close. Fuck you, but okay. We're gonna move on to my beautiful Copperhead that is very food motivated. So please don't tag me on my legs. Don't do that either. But she's okay, so she is very food motivated at the moment. She's absolutely destroyed her enclosure, and if you come look at her water bowl here, this is rooibos mulch. So we actually make tea out of this rooibos stuff at the bottom here. But actually you can see how food motivated she is. As soon as she saw something touch there, she wanted to come back and tag it. She's actually a sweetheart, but she's very, very food motivated. But yeah, she's made a little bit of a rooibos concoction for herself over here. You can see it change the the water to tea color, so that's pretty cool. I use this rooibos mulch because it holds in quite a bit of humidity and it actually makes stuff smell very, very nice. Makes it smell like a tea. But let's get her out without taking a tag. She is a very gorgeous copperhead. She is relatively calm as well. But again, you wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of this girl. They're not usually lethal, but a lot of people take their venom for granted. I mean, some people get away with only like a week of swelling and a little bit of discoloring in their finger, but there have been fatalities recorded from these guys, so it's nothing to play around with. And I think beginner venomous keepers must always remember that, because a lot of people will say that bite from this guy is really nothing, but it will fuck up at least your week or at least a couple of days if it's a small tag. But she's a beautiful girl. I love the bands on her, I love the coloration, and I'm happy to have a copperhead in my collection, even though they're classed as the beginner venomous species. But I just love it. Just going to get into the bin, clean up the enclosure, and I'll get back to you guys ASAP.
Okay, alright, so I just did, I didn't really do a deep clean, I just meshed up the mulch a little bit.
Looks very, very nice. Again, it's very bland. I'm still waiting for my flippin' puff adders to lay. Yes, sometimes, you know, I want to become a woman abuser, but we won't speak about that right now. Maybe another day. But I'm still waiting for my puffies to give birth, and then I'm going to move them around and hopefully get a bigger enclosure for him. Well, her, the copperhead. But for now, she can stretch out fully. I mean, I don't like keeping them in tubs, but when they're at this size, it's sort of alright, I guess. But I would like to either keep it in a size this big or this big here. But that will come in the future. We might have a lot of big things coming up soon, very, very soon, hopefully, and I'll tell you guys about it when it actually happens. But yeah, this is a North American species. Again, a hemotoxic venom. I don't know if I said that at the beginning, so it would stop your blood from coagulating, if you want to know some big words, which basically means just stop forming clots. Or the other way, it depends on what type of hemotoxic the snake has. It can actually form clots, way too many clots for your body to handle, and you clot yourself up, and obviously the clots go into your heart, and that's a big problem. So it either thins your blood or thickens your blood. But what's cool about that is that in modern science they actually use that for blood thinning medications for heart patients, so it's actually pretty cool. My girlfriend shakes her head no, but she doesn't know what she's talking about. So I mean, if you have family members with heart issues, I mean, some of these snakes actually might be helping them. And there was a study done with the copperhead's venom, and it showed that it can actually specifically attack. Sorry, someone walked past. But it can actually specifically attack the cancerous cells in breast cancer. So it's actually really, really cool how much snakes can actually do for us. Even if you hate snakes, you can't like deny their beauty and deny how much they actually do for us. I don't really like the whole anti-venom and things like that because of how they keep their snakes, and yeah, that's a whole nother discussion. Own personal opinions, but it's very good the work that they're doing to help humanity. But clean enclosure, gonna move on to some other snakes. My girlfriend started it. Oh my god, hello, fuck. What the fuck are you both doing? These are brown house snakes. Oh my god, this is the big female. I don't know what, please don't bite me. I don't know what has got into them, but they're absolutely gorgeous. This is a breeding pair. She might be gravid again. That's what my girlfriend just touched her. But yeah, they're absolutely gorgeous. She is head full albino, and this is an albino house snake. As you can see, the clear difference between these two. There's T minus and then there's T plus. I'm not really a morph guy. I didn't get these guys because they were morphs, but I just thought it would be really cool, educational for the young kids around here, because you guys can actually hold these ones. Most of my snakes, I can't just let anyone hold. Obviously, they are non-venomous constrictors. They actually are very, very good to have around your house because they are very good rodent control. Hey, why are you guys so twitchy today? But yeah, as you can see, the males don't get as big as the females. She's about 1 meter long. This is about as big as they get. I've seen about a 1.2 meter brown house snake, but they usually only get to about 60 to about 1 meter, 60 centimeters to about 1 meter in length. They stay relatively small, very, very easy to take care of, almost never refuse food. And obviously if you are in South Africa, the climate is exactly what they need. Obviously, heating pad in winter would be very good so they can sustain their weight and actually will continue eating. But yeah, the sustainability of these guys is very, very easy, not that expensive, and very good to get for little young kids. But yeah, need to clean up the enclosure. One of them popped out of shed, and also need to get them some fresh water. But yeah, I'll check you guys soon. Okay, so didn't do much. Cleaned out the water, cleaned out the shed, cleaned out the poop. I missed the poop. Oh, this can't be happening. Can't be showing me missing stuff. But yeah, let's get these two spastics out, because they also need to be fed. But now you can check the absolute length of her. Look at that. Bit of a forced perspective here, but she is about 1 meter long. She's an absolutely gorgeous animal and super, super sweet. Like, they have such a nice temperament, it's actually ridiculous. The other one is a bit more flighty, but this girl is like, doesn't care what's happening to her. Like you can see, I can touch her on her head. She's not doing anything. She'll be a super, super nice animal to introduce people to snakes and show the beautiful side of them. I mean, yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Let's just get her in here. Maybe she wants some water. Do you want some water? No! Don't come zooming out. And let's get this male. That is absolute bastard, but yeah, I think this is going to be the end of the video today. Still have to feed today, but that will be in a separate video. So thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. Sorry about the guinea fowls in the background. I hope you guys did enjoy, and as always, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.